So it turns out that a Batman movie made entirely out of Lego is the best Batman movie since 2008. Somebody should show this to Zack Snyder and show him how to make a great DC movie.
Within the sound of silence.
Or at least partly have spoken.
Ben?
I agree.
That's no moon.
So today we are reviewing the Lego Batman movie. As you can see the poster kind of behind us here. It's a follow-up to the 2014 movie.
It was assembled by the team that assembled the Lego movie.
Puns.
There we go.
Puns.
But yeah, so I think it's different directors and all that jazz.
I think it's Chris McKay directing it, but Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who directed the first one, are still producing it, and you can definitely feel their influence on like the writing.
Yeah, definitely.
Of the movie.
This is definitely a spin-off to the Lego movie, but it has no links to the Lego movie apart from the same actors and characters. But this movie really stands on its own, and it really is a great movie for the character. Batman's my favourite superhero of all time. I love Batman and the Joker and everything to do with Batman. So they really did well with bringing him into this universe. And I'm surprised that they actually have the rights to do a whole movie based around this character, considering, you know, how big and popular he is. They've just done this whole movie, and it's turned out to be like the best Batman movie in years. I couldn't be happier with that outcome. I absolutely loved the Lego Batman movie.
Well, in the same way that you watched the Lego movie and you're like, damn, how much did it cost them to get the licenses to all these characters? You watch this movie and you say exactly the same, because
there are some
so many
characters.
They make a joke out of the fact that they've got every Batman villain from the Joker to Condiment King in the movie.
Whoever the Condiment King is. They've even got, like, you've got Egghead in there, you've got, you know, there's some surprises as well, which I won't spoil. There are some genuine surprises later on in the movie involving characters.
Yeah.
But, you know, you've got Channing Tatum returning as Superman and Jonah Hill as Green Lantern, and they really do stand out in their own scenes. But my biggest problem with the movie is that this is a Batman movie, and with the villains that they have in the movie, they barely have any time on the screen. The only villains that really have a huge presence are the Joker and occasionally Harley Quinn. But other than that, there are like certain characters in this movie that you wanted to see a bit more of.
Yeah, in the same way they had, towards the middle, they introduced this thing. I don't really want to spoil it, but I don't know how to say
it was a genuine surprise to me, so I'd say don't spoil what it is, but they introduced something that sort of takes you away from all of these villains in the Batman universe and sort of takes you somewhere else.
It's kind of meant to, like with the first Lego movie, it kind of showed the fact that Lego has so many brands, and they have, you know, in a child's creativity, you can have like Dumbledore and Gandalf meet and fight. And it kind of, in the first movie, the whole mishmash of characters represented that. But in this movie, it felt kind of, they did that in a sense, but it felt kind of way too similar to the Lego movie, because we've already seen it. And to be honest, I enjoyed it way more up to the point where this crazy event happened. I thought it was, like, towards the beginning I was loving it.
The first half an hour, I was laughing every second.
It was really funny.
It was like, I was exhausted from laughter because it was so funny. Then it sort of slows down because it has a deeper plot than you would imagine. Like, from this Lego Kids movie where it's all bright colours and, you know, hilarious antics, there is quite a deep story involving Batman being lonely and sort of wanting a family, but at the same time he wants to work alone. And it's like, we've seen that in the movies before, but they do it so well in this film, you know, because Robin, as you've seen in the trailer, is an orphan who he adopts. And, you know, at first he's like, I don't want to raise this kid, but as the movie goes on, you're like, yeah, you know, Batman's a lonely guy. And it's just so much deeper for this sort of movie. You know, it was so unexpected. I just expected it to be like a straight, full-blown comedy, which it is to an extent. But, you know, a lot does go on in this movie that you wouldn't expect. So I'll give it that. It was pretty smart in the way it was done.
Yeah, one thing I want to talk about is the voice cast, because they're kind of unconventional choices for your favourite characters. So Will Arnett, I never used to like him, and then I watched BoJack Horseman, and I think he's a great voice actor.
Yeah,
he obviously does
so well as
He's
Batman.
really good as Batman. I really liked Michael Cera as Robin, although
he was great.
You know, sometimes his he got a bit too much. He got a bit too
he'd be repeating
hyper.
things, and he'd constantly be saying lines over and over again. It'd be like, it was funny, but we need to see something else now.
Yeah. But
the choices
he was good, though.
for Batgirl, was it Rosario
Dawson.
Rosario Dawson, Claire Temple from Daredevil. She was really good. Zach Galifianakis, I got to give it to him. Brilliant Joker. I loved him in this movie. He was great. It just shows that you can make the Joker interesting without adding like a million tattoos. You know, they made him interesting in this movie. Like, I don't have a problem with Jared Leto's Joker. I quite enjoyed that movie. But I'm just saying, this is how you make a good Joker. You cast Zach Galifianakis as a Lego Joker, and you have a much more interesting Joker than we had 5 minutes worth of last year. So, yeah, I really enjoyed him. Alfred played a huge part in this movie, which surprised me. He's in this movie a lot, and we've never seen Alfred get this sort of... I know it's just a Lego cartoon, but we've never seen Alfred get this into the action than we have before this movie. And Ralph Fiennes plays Alfred, which was kind of weird, because there was another character later on in the movie, and you're like, hold on, why isn't he voicing that character? And you'll know when you see the movie. That might have spoiled it already for you. But if you see the movie, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, so that was a bit weird that they did that. But like, yeah, like I said, on this poster they've got like the penguin, and and you just, I wish I'd seen a little more.
The
of
ensemble's too big. Like Billy D. Williams was credited as Two-Face, and
which was awesome.
There was one bit where he kind of giggled, and you're like, oh, that sounds like Lando. And then he doesn't say another thing.
Yeah, like he looks like Billy D. Williams as the character, but you just, So that's the only real problem. I love the movie. I think it's hilarious. It has a very surprisingly good and strong plot. There was a lot to love about this movie. I really enjoyed it the entire way through. I'll watch it again. I'll buy it on Blu-ray, all that stuff. But the only problem I have with it is that sometimes it's a bit too overcrowded, and they don't use certain, popular characters as well as they should. It really is a movie that's focused on mainly Batman, Barbara Gordon, Robin, and the Joker, and there's no one else really that it focuses on much. And Alfred, of course.
Oh, yeah.
But, it was fine. I mean, it was still an enjoyable enough movie. I just wish, like I said, they'd had a bit more focus on some other characters. But overall, the Lego Batman movie is a very good movie. It reminded me of why I love the character of Batman so much. As soon as I watched this movie, first thing I did when I got home, I put on the 1989 Tim Burton Batman. And there's a line in this movie that was in that movie, and it was absolute genius. Like, what I love is this movie's very sort of meta.
Yeah,
it
very
knows,
self-referential.
Yeah, like, there's a lot of scenes that reference, Adam West's Batman. And there's even a joke about, like, the black and white Batman cereal from, like the 50s or something. So every single generation of Batman, nobody is safe. They ridicule Christopher Nolan. They ridicule the Ben Affleck Batman. Cue sad Ben Affleck again. So there's a lot in this movie that they will reference, and it's very meta, and it knows it's in the Batman universe, and that's what I love about it. So if you like seeing references to other movies, and you like that sort of comedy, you'll love this movie. There's something for everyone in this film. It's not just a kids' film, like the Lego movie. Adults are going to love it. There's a lot of humour that is going to go straight over kids' heads. But, this is a movie that everyone can enjoy. Kids are going to love it for its brightly coloured comedy. Adults are going to love it for its deep story. And it's just complete understanding of the character of Batman. If you're a huge Batman fan, this is a must-see. Even if you're not a Batman fan and you want to see a good comedy, this is a brilliant movie to go and watch. And I highly recommend people see the Lego Batman movie. So, any last thoughts?
If you want to see a good DC movie,
yes,
it's been a while.
If you want to see the best DC movie in years, this is your movie. This is better than that Batman v Superman. This is so much better than that. And they actually ridicule it in this too. So, so anything else before we go?
Sorry about the lighting, I guess. It's kind of dark, so we don't have any natural daylight, but we did our best.
We did. So, let us know what you thought of the Lego Batman movie. We saw it early. It comes out officially on the 10th of February. But if you manage to go to those early screenings, let us know what you think. And where do you think it ranks among Batman movies? Personally, I think it's just under The Dark Knight or just under the 89 Batman, so I'd say maybe it's my third favourite Batman movie at the moment, but I'd have to watch it again to really decide. But let us know where the Lego Batman movie ranks among your Batman collection. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Goodbye.
It's a space station.